So this motorcycle, that is 160,000, if you pay on time, it will cost you a total of 190,000 or something below 200,000. After 3 years, that is all the money you will pay. The figure of 300,000 for a motor vehicle of 130,000 is no longer applicable. So instead, because many of the border people told me that they were being asked to pay between 400 and 500 shillings every day. Now, this will cost you less than 200 shillings, maybe 100 daily. Let me tell you another good story, right, about e-mobility. The other good story about this e-mobility is that the battery that you will use is going to cost you half the fuel that you would use. For 70 kilometers, you will only pay 215 shillings. If you were to put fuel, you would need 400 shillings. So again, it is cheaper to operate this motorcycle than it is to operate the other one. So you not only get a good deal both ways, you also get to operate it much more cost effectively. And number three is the subject of safety. We all know that one of the biggest drawbacks from our border sector is that there are so many accidents. And many people try to criminalize this border sector that there was a problem. The e-mobility concept that we have now brought in place is that these motor vehicles will now have traceability. If somebody tries to steal, it can be switched off, as Moses said, C.S. Moses said. And number two, it cannot overspeed because the speed can be controlled from somewhere else. So even if you have a reckless rider, they will not have the luxury to ride this motor vehicle at speeds that are dangerous and that makes the whole enterprise a big expense on our health. So we are sorting out very many things. We are sorting out interest. We are sorting out the costs of the motorbike itself. We are sorting out safety. We are sorting out our environment. The biggest concept here is that the emissions that come from the huge resources we spend on importing fossil fuels will now go down because we will be using our renewable energy resources to drive our transport sector and our e-mobility will provide. And this is why I am delighted to preside over the launch of the Africa Smart Mobility Solutions Kenya Limited by Spiro, an e-mobility giant with a track record of success stories in electric vehicle industry whose footprint spreads from Benin to Togo all the way to Rwanda. SMS Kenya has a well-earned reputation for innovative battery swapping technologies and motorcycle customized to serve the African market needs. Through this and their voluntary approaches, they have saved our continent over 4,000 tons of carbon emissions, thereby providing a cleaner, greener alternative to traditional transportation. In Kenya, Spiro has established a high-tech electric motorcycle and battery manufacturing plant here in Dongokundu with capacity to assemble 1,000 e-bikes daily. I look forward to coming to look at that project. Spiro's investment in Kenyan farms affirms our commitment to facilitate a transition to e-mobility and sustainability in transportation. It also